Harvey F-26 starts throwing. Game on.
Let's just say I'm not the best. You're looking for a Dartbot. Just move on. 26.
Scored 26. Dart 2d2 to throw. 5. 20. 20.
I do like this format, guys, like with Dartbot.
Scored 45. Harvey F-26 to throw. Scored 30. Dart 2d2 to throw. 60. 1. 1. Scored 62. Harvey F-26 to throw. Scored 45. Dart 2d2 to throw. 5. 5. 5. Scored 15. Harvey F-26 to throw.
Double 19. 51 scored. No. Yeah, mate. I accidentally did it wrong.
Scored 51. Dart 2d2 to throw. 60. 3. 1. Scored 64. Harvey F-26 requires 149. Scored 24. Dart 2d2 requires 115. 5. 1. 19. Scored 25. Harvey F-26 requires 125.
I went for a 25 and it's come back at me. 31, 35 no.
Scored 35. Dart 2d2 requires 90. 4. 18. 1. Scored 23. Harvey F-26 requires 90. Scored 34. Dart 2d2 requires 67. 17. 10. 5. Scored 32. Harvey F-26 requires 56.
There it is! 56, check out.
Scored 56. Leg 1 by Harvey F-26. Dart 2d2 to start next leg. 1. 20. 60. Scored 81. Harvey F-26 to throw.
I honestly think he would have hit his.
Scored 32. Dart 2d2 to throw. 20. 20. 20. Scored 60. Harvey F-26 to throw. Scored 31. Dart 2d2 requires 160. 5. 1. 1. Scored 7. Harvey F-26 to throw. Scored 28. Dart 2d2 requires 153. 1. 1. 20. Scored 22. Harvey F-26 to throw. Scored 16. Dar2D2 requires 131. 5.
Fresh tab of Google.
21. 20.
Put it there so you can't
Scored 46. Harvey F26 to throw.
can't see. Oh, to be fair, I couldn't care less. Okay, he's put some pressure on me. By he, I mean a bot. 85 left for him. Okay. Oh, I can't hit anything. 30. Not a good second leg, but oh wait, I've just typed in 30 to Google. Okay, I denied. Okay.
Scored 30.
It's 85.
Dar2D2 requires 85. 15.
He's traveled
18.
Oh, we went traveling.
25. Scored 58.
He's left 27.
Harvey F26 requires 164.
Oh, little Robin Hood there, just insane. Hit my flag.
Scored 22. Dar2D2 requires 27. 9.
9.
0.
9.
0.
Okay.
Scored 9. Harvey F26 requires 142.
Nope, not it. That's not a man, that's so bad. 28 then.
Scored 28.
Just don't
Dar2D2 requires 18. 9.
9. Maybe one that.
20.
Lost it, okay.
Computer got busted. Scored 0.
Watching.
Harvey F26 requires 114.
How bad we start, so 25 can't anything. Oh, I've just typed in 25.
Scored 25. Dar2D2 requires 18. 0. 9.
Oh no.
4. Scored 13. Harvey F26 requires 89.
I'm not very good. That's a good 19 now. No. Okay, 26, 27. Okay, he needs.
Scored 27.
So,
Dar2D2 requires 5.
oh, he's
4.
lost it. Alright, I thought.
Computer got busted. Scored 0.
Tell me.
Harvey F26 requires 62.
Let's go. No, not it. Need a 12 left. Okay. Oh, nah. Not good at all.
Scored 14.
Yeah, no,
Dar2D2 requires 5.
he's fine.
1.
He's got one.
15.
Oh, he's busted. Okay.
Computer got busted. Scored 0.
Got
Harvey F26 requires 48.
just some tips which I do. It's not exactly tips, but when I'm on a 48 finish, I aim for this, like this what's it called? Like medal line. I forgot what it's called. So then it's either an 8 or 16. Because they're both my favorite doubles. I don't mind. Just go for it. Still at 16 there. Maybe double 16. Nope. Oh, 32 scores. Sleeves.
Scored 32. Dar2D2 requires 5. 0.
Oh my god, what's he done there?
4.
How is this?
Computer got busted. Scored 0. Harvey F26 requires 16.
No, 14. Don't know why I
Scored 14. Dar2D2 requires 5. 18. Computer got busted.
no, I left all with BC tops.
Scored 0. Harvey F26 requires 2.
Little dot man is.
Scored 2. Game won by Harvey F26.
Alright, let's check if our stream went down. Come on, please. Normally my stream goes down. Oh. Oh. It's mental.
Requires 2.
Little dot man is.
Scored 2. Game won by Harvey F26.
Anyone watching? Alright, let's check if our stream went down. Come on, please. Normally my stream goes down. Oh. I'm watching. Ask me. Oh, that's what I do. And then mental.
Requires 2.
Little dot man is.
Scored 2.
Okay, so I've won my match. This time I'll do face to three. Yeah, I want to see the averages because that's the other match.
Harvey F26 starts throwing. Game on.
Alright, no. Last match, don't have a lot of time today. Oh, what's that? I feel like, to be fair, how was that happened? 40 scored in, I guess you could say. I'll take it.
Scored 40. Dart 2d2 to throw.
Battles.
20. 1. 20. Scored 41. Harvey F26 to throw.
My light is very low. So, just drop the dart. No. 21. Points out that's really annoying. Hate points outs.
Scored 21. Dart 2d2 to throw. 5. 1. 5. Scored 11. Harvey F26 to throw.
I guess you could say I'll take that 51.
Scored 51. Dart 2d2 to throw. 1. 20. 60. Scored 81. Harvey F26 to throw.
No, 24. Is that the... I didn't have to finish.
Scored 24. Dart 2d2 to throw. 20. 60. 21. Scored 101. Harvey F26 to throw.
Nothing. I can't hit anything now. Is it only me or do I just get really annoyed with darts? When I have
Scored 25.
just...
Dart 2d2 requires 67. 17.
Also, I used to fit in...
13. 12.
After this, like, I'm just gonna really swear.
Scored 42. Harvey F26 requires 140. Scored 28. Dart 2d2 requires 25. 11. 0. 7.
You know what? Take that.
Scored 18. Harvey F26 requires 112. Scored 22. Dart 2d2 requires 7. 0. 17. Computer got busted. Scored 0. Harvey F26 requires 90. Scored 8. Dart 2d2 requires 7. 16. Computer got busted. Scored 0. Harvey F26 requires 82.
it's 49. Okay, go on. Bet 11. Don't let in. Oh, 42? No. What am I? 44, bro. What am I stupid? Yeah.
Scored 44. Dar2D2 requires 7.
See? Wait, he's gonna succeed in it.
2.
Oh, he's got 2, 5 left.
20.
Right, how's he here?
Computer got busted. Scored 0. Harvey F26 requires 38.
Hit the floor. Oh. 11 plus 19, 30 scores.
Scored 30. Dar2D2 requires 7.
Alright, hit one, bro.
2.
Alright, nah, 5 left.
20.
On.
Computer got busted.
Bro. He's
Scored 0. Harvey F26 requires 8.
board cam like froze. Oh look, fast forward up now. Okay, I'll throw these darts and I passed it.
Scored 0. Dar2D2 requires 7.
Alright, my board cam froze.
0. 25. Computer got busted. Scored 0. Harvey F26 requires 8.
Hey, there it is. Okay.
Scored 8. Leg 1 by Harvey F26.
That's gonna be an
Dar2D2 to start next leg.